Welcome back to Mega 5 Stars YouTubers News Edition. So, guys, let me just start by saying this about Tati and Prince, okay? And to all of you out there, be careful what you say in the universe. Be careful what comes out your mouth. Even if you're just playing, be careful, because you can speak words into your life and into existence, okay? And this is what they pretty much did here. Well, what Tati pretty much did here.
Guys, so we wanted to come in here and talk to you guys, and I think we owe you guys that. It's the respectful thing to do, but this is something that has been going on for quite some time now, so I think now is finally the time to tell you guys that we are separating. It's really sad, but it's out of our hands, and there's
What? We separating? Separating what?
we're separating and
Hey, what are you doing?
getting a
Yes, a what?
getting a divorce.
We getting a divorce?
You know, things just haven't been great now for a while, and we think that we
Where?
really owe it to you guys.
Babe. See? It's cause you chopping shit. You chopping shit.
Oh my god, there's fucking orange in my
And that's the end of the story. No damn divorce, separation, none of that.
Babe, there's orange in
The
my
only
fucking
way
eye.
out of here is in a box.
Can you
a
help
body
me?
bag.
Babe, stop talking and help me. You put the orange in my eye. No, I
Cause you
can't.
chopped
I'm
shit.
going blind.
No, you out. You out, baby. We divorced, right? Get up off of me.
And so we're here. And as you know, Tati and Prince are now talking about divorce. All right. So, guys, you know they went to London. They moved to London. And Prince was having a lot of anxiety attacks, emotional problems, and it just was too much on her. And she started even losing weight and not looking herself at all. I mean, her fans started saying they see a change in her. She doesn't look well. And she didn't look well to me at all as well. I mean, you could see the weight loss. You could see that she wasn't getting sleep, the bags under her eyes. And it was just too much for her. But as Prince would tell it, she was willing to stick it out. But Tati asked her to go back home, is what Prince said. She told her to just go back home and for a couple of weeks or so. But it turned to longer. And now, all of a sudden now, we're hearing that they're not together anymore. It didn't work out. Okay. So again, we're here. And Tati put up a post on her Instagram. And she put up a very modest post on Instagram explaining their breakup. Well, announcing their breakup before she put up the post that you're here for. But before we get into that, here's the first post that she put up. And it read, "With both sadness and gratitude, I want to share that Prince and I have decided to part ways. This marks the end of the beautiful chapter in our lives. One that we will always look back on with love and appreciation. The past 5 years have been some of the most meaningful and unforgettable years of my life. I feel incredibly lucky to have shared them with someone as special as Prince. She will forever hold a special place in my heart. There is no animosity between us, only love, respect, and deep sense of gratitude for everything we built together. I mean, we've grown so much as individuals and as partners, and now it's time for us to support each other on our separate paths. To our amazing community, thank you for being part of our journey. Your love, support, and kindness have meant the world to us. We truly hope you'll continue to support us as we navigate our individual journeys moving forward. With love, Tati." She made it sound like her and Prince are in such agreement with each other and that they're both fine with what's going on. They're moving forward. They're going to show love and move gracefully without any hate or any animosity, they're just going to go ahead with their lives. But that's not all what Prince did. Prince did put up a nice post, this post. I'm not going to read it because I'm sure you all read it too. And it was a very nice post. But Prince did mention that this was too something that she did not see coming. And also she did show support for Tati and said she still loved her. But this wasn't it. Prince wasn't finished because she came out with a video. And when she started off that video by saying to Tati, you cold, you a cold piece. Man, I felt that. I felt that. I was like, wow, Tati did her wrong. But I felt that, right? But she goes into more details. She said once they got to the UK, Tati changed. She wanted to stay out to 3 a.m. And she wanted to do things that she's not supposed to do as a wife. I guess Tati wanted to be up there in them streets. In them UK streets. Then the shocker came when she said after Tati told her to return back to the United States, and she went back to the United States, she had to go to her old apartment to pick up a cable box that she had to return. So she took a picture of the apartment to show Tati. But before she went there, she knew Tati said she was going to a hotel. She was going to the Noble Hotel because she wanted to start filming for her video, for her YouTube or some channel. She said, but she felt funny. But anyway, when she took the picture to send it to Tati, she said Tati didn't pick up the phone. She said she got no answer. So what was Tati up to is all I want to know. Like, wow, was she cold? Did she did her dirty? But anyway, she goes on to say, Tati just started moving funny. And throughout the video, Prince kept saying, telling Tati she didn't have to do her like that. She kept on saying, you don't have to do me like that. So something must have went down. Something else must have went down. But Prince is really not going into detail. But Prince did open up the door for Tati to come on and actually tell what's going on. She did leave it open for her to actually say what's going on. I don't know if Tati's going to do that, but Prince did have a little continuation at the end of her video. So if Tati don't come forward with what really went down, I guess Prince going to finish it off. However, Tati did respond after Prince's video. And she took down the first modest loving post. She took that down off her Instagram as of today. Now, I don't know after this video come out and everybody start noticing that, okay, she took down the nice post for this post. Maybe she'll put it back up. But as of right now, she put that first post down and she put up this post. And this post read, it's hard to find the words, but I need to speak from my heart. I'm feeling an overwhelming sadness, having to defend myself against the woman I gave 5 years of my life to. I gave her my everything, my love, my loyalty, my world. I left behind my family, my comfort, and the life I once knew because I believed in us. Through everything, I was never disloyal. I wasn't perfect, but I stood by her in moments that broke me. I loved her through versions of herself that were in pain. I held space for her healing. I built with her, grew with her, and we were days away from starting a family of our own. When our so-called fans turned on her, I defended her every single time. I protected her when people dragged her name through the dirt. I did it with grace, even when I was hurting. And when I was told our marriage was over, I didn't scream. I didn't fight. I let go with love. I gave her the YouTube channel, the Facebook page, and everything in our business because I cared more about her well-being than keeping score. I think Prince is just hurting and acting from a place of pain, not truth. But I want to be clear. I never betrayed our marriage. Prince and I are working through things slowly, quietly, and privately. Please respect that. And to everyone who chose to judge, assume, and tear me down without ever hearing my side, GTFO. Still always moving with love and grace, T. And then, along with that, she put up this. And in this post here, it was a video music playing by Nicki Minaj. And it said some of the words was kiss my A, deuces. That's some of the words in the song. Now, real quick, I just want to address something, because in that post that Tati made, that could be a little bit manipulating, only to me, because it makes it sound like the viewers been hating on Prince throughout their relationship, and that Tati always had to save her or come in and stop the comments and protect her and all that type of stuff. But in fact, Prince just started getting those comments. Prince was kind of getting a little bashed by some people before they heard her story, before she made her video. So Tati is speaking on that, not throughout their relationship. This is just now. And also the part where she says she didn't cheat throughout their relationship or their marriage. That was throughout their marriage. What about right now that they're, separating? Did she cheat? That caused the separation? And then also at the end of her post, she said that they're both trying to navigate through their life. They're doing it peacefully and gracefully, almost sounding like she's saying leave them both alone, speaking on behalf of Prince. Prince has not said that. That's just something she's saying so that you don't be misled again by thinking that they're working it out together or they want to be left alone. That's something that's coming out. Tati's post. T didn't post that, okay? I mean, Prince didn't post that. Tati posted that and said that. Just some of the things that she's saying in this post just makes it look like this has been going on for a long time. No, in fact, Prince finds this to be shocking. They had a beautiful relationship, she said, up until they moved to the UK. So just to let you know, a lot of things that she's saying is going on now. As far as the mental stability of it all, when she said that she realized that Prince was hurting, or that she didn't realize, the extent of her pain, of Prince's pain or whatever. Let me just say this. When you get into a relationship, woman and woman relationship, and I'm just speaking from what I hear from people that's been in a woman and woman relationship, not from me, but from what people are saying. Of course, you can already assume and know that, yes, two women, hormones and emotions and everything, that's going to happen. That's going to happen. Now, a lot of these feminine women get involved with these kind of masculine sort of females, thinking that they're not going to have emotions. They're not going to break down sometimes. They're not going to need a shoulder to cry on. They're not going to need a hug. They're going to just handle it like, regular men. They hold stuff inside. And that's why a lot of men go before women, because they hold stuff inside. They don't want to seem, weak or whatever. So they hold it inside. And a lot of them ended up with heart attacks and, all types of problems. But us women, we can't hold stuff in all the time. We have to let it out. We have to show our emotions and we have to let it out. Now, I would say this to women who get in relationship with women. If you can't deal with that, then I would suggest you don't do it. And women that's out there being more masculine and showing that I'm more masculine when you first get in a relationship, that you can hold stuff in and that you can just be the one to hug and support your girlfriend when she's down, and you always got to be tough and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. A lot of them women out there are faking it until it gets deep. Okay, meaning until 5 years in a relationship, when getting comfortable and showing that feminine side of you, a lot of women don't understand that. They used to you being that masculine part. And so if you get in a relationship, you better be ready to show your feminine side as well as your masculine side if you want to put them together. But you better show that, yes, I'm a woman, I have emotions. Okay? Now, I'm thinking Tati didn't know how to handle Prince's breakdowns in the UK. And so now she might look at her as weak or something. Maybe it was a turnoff. I don't know. But this sure looks funny. Now, I'm not saying that Prince led her on or anything like that, so don't be up in the comments about that. I'm just saying that I'm just talking about women in general and their hormones. That's what I'm talking about, okay? And Prince herself said that she lost herself in a relationship, that she made it all about Tati, and that she lost herself. So when you do that, you can lose plenty of things or hormone or emotions and everything about yourself. You can be holding stuff in and things of that nature. So that was the outcome. But anyway, no one should have to go through that. Everybody deserves love. Everybody deserves the support that they receive. And Prince seems to not have been getting that when she was having her emotional breakdown in the UK. And if you're going to be in that type of relationship and you get married, you're supposed to be with your partner through sickness and in health. And Prince was going through a little sickness there. So for Tati to let her down, if that's the case, that was wrong. That was wrong. Me personally, I can't deal with a woman's emotions. My daughter's was enough. She's grown and she out the house. Okay? All right. But for those who get in those type of relationship, respect your partner. Respect that your partner is a woman and your woman needs the same type of love you receive. But anyway, guys, here's one of the last posts that Prince put up. Video starts off by saying, if I lose myself, I lose it all. And then in her post, she says, but I'd rather go to war with the world rather than be at war with myself. This time around, I choose me. Betrayal, deception, and lies cannot exist in a divine partnership. I'll be back on the hunt for love again someday. But for now, my journey continues and I still have dreams to achieve. I'm not going anywhere, so get used to seeing me. Listen. That's deep. This is one deep person. I wish Prince well. Throughout her history and throughout her videos in the past, that since she's been on social media, she has shown nothing but genuine love. Even the love to her last partner when they broke up and she went back to her last partner when her last partner got pregnant by someone. She took in the baby. She treated the baby as if it was her own. She loved the baby as if it was her own. The baby unfortunately passed away. She was still a friend, a loving person to her ex. I mean, just all types of things and, videos and history that I've seen from Prince have shown nothing but genuine love. So I wish her the best. I do wish her the best. And I wish Tati the best too. Hopefully she figure it out. But I don't know if she'll find a love like she found the love in Prince, because Prince really loved her as far as I can see. Oh, and shout out to the Big G, Brittany Griner, the professional basketball player, left a nice comment under Prince's post, her breakup post. And that was nice of her. So shout out to the Big G. But anyway, guys, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Done.